Hi, my name's Catherine. I'm the CEO of an online marketing company, and I give Mailjet a 1 out of 5. So originally we were with Sailthrough as our ESP because we're sending a volume of emails, so sending around 1 million emails twice a day. And we met Mailjet at an expo and it looked like they could do everything that Sailthrough could do and for a lot less money. So we switched over to Mailjet. At the same time, we considered Selligent and making our own emails and sending them with AWS, which would mean a lot more work on our part, but would have been more of a cost saving. But instead, we decided to use something like Mailjet that allows you to build the emails in there and send them from the same place. So we ended up choosing Mailjet mainly for a cost saving. They also seemed to have some really good editing software that meant you could lock down certain parts of a newsletter you were building and then allow other editors to come in and just change certain parts of it that weren't locked down. They also seem to have very good reputation in terms of deliverability, and we were really assured at the time that we were going to be really well looked after. I have to say the salesperson was fantastic at his job. So that's what made us leave Sailthrough and go to Mailjet in the first instance. So as with any software, when you change it internally, there's a bit of learning to be done, especially with email service providers. They all seem to have their own language. So Sailthrough has Zephyr, and Mailjet similarly had their own kind of coding language for the emails. And that's really to make it so the HTML is lighter and that the emails kind of get into your inbox. So there was a bit of learning from the developer's side to learn the new language that they were going to be coding in to make these emails. But in terms of integration for the kind of newsletter builders and the content creators, that was quite straightforward. So if you've ever used something like MailChimp, you wouldn't have a problem with using Mailjet. It's very similar user interface. So for anybody considering moving to Mailjet, I think it's really important that you consider how much control you want to be able to have over your own lists. Something very strange that Mailjet does is if they get a soft bounce too many times from somebody on your list as an email contact, then they blacklist them. So what we found after several months of being with Mailjet is that all of a sudden our email list was shrinking and at a massive rate. Now with somewhere like Sailthrough, they continue to ping an email address because sometimes people, their email inbox is full, or perhaps the email's just being throttled by their internet service provider, which we see with some of the smaller domains. And then all of a sudden on switching to Mailjet, we were seeing this attrition, literally we're talking about 30,000 users a month, which for anybody who knows how difficult and how costly it is to get somebody to sign up to an email list, and especially an engaged list, we were losing these engaged people really quickly. So I think if what you're looking for is something that's automated, maybe you want to send transactional email automatically, you can set up different webhooks, and so when somebody signs up, send them a welcome email. Maybe when they purchase something, you want to send them a receipt and another transactional email. I think it would still be suitable for that. If you're using email as your primary source of income for e-commerce or email marketing, I would seriously look at using something that's specifically designed for that and not Mailjet.